Welcome back, everybody, to Thomas is Talking. I think I'm gonna change these up, and I'm gonna do a separate series on like just some shorter video because I'm noticing on my channel that you guys are definitely way more into the short content. So the shorts are on fire. My long form content, I'm sure will catch on eventually, but which is essentially just the shorts segmented out into 60-second intervals, but that's okay. Either way, anyway, I guess let me know how you feel down in the comment section. Do you want me to do a shorter series? Maybe let's say 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I'll call it 10 minutes with Thomas. Thomas is talking 10 minutes with Thomas. Something like that. Very simple, very easy to grasp, attain. And I mean, everybody got 5 minutes, right? You got 5 minutes. You probably have 10. A lot of you probably sit on the couch and waste hours after work every single day. And I know, because I used to be one of those kind of people, for sure. When you're out there and you're grinding and stuff, and it's exhausting. It is just so exhausting. Even sometimes this kind of stuff is from doing all my own editing, shooting the video, uploading it. The comments are starting to get a lot better. The subscribers are up. We're over 17,000 views, people. We are kicking ass. Like, straight kicking ass, okay? I'm not going to keep the introduction too long. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on that stuff. Also, how's your day going? I mean, how are we today? It's a rainy day. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. As you can see, I got a much better mic, so I'm not dealing with the phone's microphone, which was catching all that wind on my previous video, one of my previous videos. So, without any further ado, let's get into what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, at the end of the last video, well, not the last video, that was the bonus round, but the video prior to that, I had mentioned maybe doing something about attaining power, winning influence, gaining friends. There's actually a book with that title. That's probably where it like subliminally came in and creeped into my mind for the idea. But I want to do 5 ways that you could do, 5 simple, very, very simple ways that you could implement it into your life and gain more power. And what I mean by power is not like the show power or like you're just going to be some kind of giant mogul overnight. What I mean is attaining power over your life and being more in control of what you got going on. That's emotionally and physically. So without further ado, like I said, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. This is definitely not going to be a very long video. I'm certainly going to try to keep it under 10 minutes. So, without any further ado, there we go. Are you ready? Okay. So, 5 ways to get more power into your life. One is, it's going to sound kind of like redundant, but you ever notice, you ever go into a room? I've done it a lot in jail and prison. The guys in there are so loud. And there's a saying that says the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Well, flip it, okay? What about the quietest person in the room? That's probably the most dangerous, right? Because the quietest person in the room is sitting back and taking everything in, okay? He's watching each and every person. He's listening to what they're saying. He's watching their body cues. He's seeing how everyone else is reacting to this individual or that individual, and this guy that's very, very loud, or this person over here that keeps telling jokes, or whatever it is. It's one way to suck up some more power, and it's simply just shut up and listen. Sit back and shut up and listen, because real power is not loud. It doesn't scream, okay? And the reason why most people miss it is because of that very simple fact right there. People, when they're in a room or they're in places, they're looking around, okay? They're paying attention to the noise. Who's making noise? Okay, let me see what that is. Let me see what that is. Well, guess who they're not going to notice? You. So they miss the power, right? The second one is also very, very simple, and it is you stay calm when you're disrespected. Okay, so if we're walking in Walmart and I push my buggy out and I glance to the left and I check something out on the shelf and I look, and then you turn the corner and you bump my my cart, right? A lot of people will freak out. A lot of people might lose it. It's just staying calm. So again, you're taking a simple thing that's happening to you, and you're staying calm. Okay, how about this? You're walking in a store, and you accidentally step on someone's shoe. They start losing their mind. They start going berserk. What's the best thing you can do? Punch them? Push them? No. Stay calm. I'm sorry, bro. I really didn't mean to do that. Now, listen, I can wipe your shoe off for you if you need me to wipe your shoe off for you. Something like that. Very, very simple. And another thing, too, this is a bonus one. This isn't one of the five. Is match people's tone. So, whomever you're looking up into the room, if they're being real high energy, blah, 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 then you be high energy. Blah, 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 blah. If they're not, if they're being very slow, methodical, they're choosing their words wisely, then slow yours down. If they're lower pitched, stay lower. If they're higher, go higher. That's another way to kind of win a little bit of a bit of influence. So, along with that too, is that is going back into like the shopping cart thing. All you're doing is you're choosing your response, right? You're not reacting. You're not just reacting. So you're choosing response over reaction. So don't just react. Respond in a manner that's calm, cool, and collected. I used to be called, my cousin Jessica used to call me Cool Mo D because I'm always cool, right? So here we go. We're moving on. This is actually number two. Sorry, not perfect, right? So number two is going to be, if there is an altercation, if there is something going on, right? You walk away without any kind of revenge because your self-control is going to replace your ego, right? This is back on the beaten in jail, 18, drunk for the first month, tortured, whatever, all the guards, Rosati, all them other fools, right? I could have gotten revenge. I ran into a few of them on the street, but I didn't. I chose not to. Not because I didn't want to, or not because I couldn't, right? But because I chose not to. They weren't worth it. And by that I mean, if you do something substantial, right? You're going to jail. You didn't win. They're laughing. And you're stuck in a cell. That's not revenge. Okay? It's just not. It's just not. So that one's a real quick one. Moving on to number three. Three is that you are comfortable being misunderstood. I had to deal with this earlier, actually. I had my first negative comment, right? I had some guy pop up in the comment and he said something along the lines of, you need to take your own advice, right? I didn't react. I chose my response. And my response was, thanks for your comment. You know what? The hardest advice to take sometimes is your own. Okay? It is. It's true. So I'm still working on it. Like I said in the bonus video, I'm not perfect. I am by no means perfect. The purpose of this channel is to pull you guys aside, okay? Pull all you people aside, guy, girl, whatever, and let you know you're not alone. You can do something about it, and I have some knowledge that I can share with you. At no point in my video or videos am I saying, yo, y'all, listen, I got the secret key and it's foolproof and I'm perfect. I say in almost every single video, this is a matter of my opinion based on my own experience, okay? I am not perfect. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, guys. Nobody's perfect. So that just goes along with, you're comfortable with being misunderstood, so you don't have to explain what you have going on to people because it doesn't matter to you, right? It doesn't matter. So, like these videos, for instance, right? I'm sure that there are people out there that I know that are seeing these videos, watching these videos, and they're like, what? The what? Well, I don't have to explain myself to you. I'm growing. You're saying the same. You're not doing anything with your life. I'm reaching out trying to help people. What are you doing? Right? I don't have to explain that growth. I don't have to explain why they don't understand me. Okay? Being misunderstood is good because it means you're different. And people probably don't know how to take it. And if they probably don't know how to take it, that means you're probably doing something really good and really different. So keep on going, okay? Keep going. So that'll tie up number 3. Number 4 is basically kind of like being a good judge of character. Okay, so you're able to see through people's bullshit quick, very quick, and a really good way to do that, but is not foolproof, is that you look at the patterns in their life. Look at the things that they've done. Like, okay, so say me for instance. I finally got my head out of my ass at around 40 years old. You know, I first peaked out at around 30 when I got out of prison, and I was good for almost 8 years. But I relapsed, I messed up. It doesn't mean that the whole entire 8 or 9 years was wasted. It just means that I messed up. I did something wrong. I didn't stay focused. I didn't have the correct tools in my toolbox to beat what I had coming towards me, right? It's just how it is. So if you can see through people quickly and you can identify patterns, then you can reveal their intentions. Okay? So I have, I won't name, I know somebody, a younger girl who's close to me, and she was dating this guy. And this guy was a complete loser, in and out of jail, in and out of placement, right? I made sure that I gave this person the advice to cut it out. Why? Because one, the guy was young, he was in and out of placement in jail, and two, I can smell bullshit. I can smell the pattern. I know who this kid is, and I don't even know him. He's just gonna end up hurting her. He's just gonna end up going in and back out, especially because he's young. You remember the video we did on the recidivism rate? Under 21, what was it, 70%? I mean, that's insane. 70% of them go back. So odds are, kid's gonna go back. So yeah, identify the pattern, and it will reveal the intention. Now we're gonna go with number 5. I'm sorry, I'm at 12 minutes. Maybe I talked a little bit too much, guys. Sorry. Number 5 is going to be you improve quietly with no announcements. Okay, so it's like the story I gave whenever I helped my sister out with her car bill at the shop. Right, I didn't announce that I did that. I just did it because that was part of my goodwill, and I felt like I could bless her with that, and I did. Right. So this is the same thing, only it's just with yourself. Like, you're not taking a picture every day you go to the gym. Like, let's say you just started going to the gym. You're not taking a picture on day 1 and flexing, day 2 flexing, day 3 flexing, and then after you're there for 2 weeks, you've got your shirt off, you're flexing on everybody, you're telling them how you're stronger than they all are, and you're in better shape, this, that, and the third. Like, you've only been at it for a week, bro. Like, you're not even close to there, right? So you're not announcing your growth. You're not announcing your improvements. You're just doing it quietly. You're disappearing for a month. You're disappearing for 6. If you really want to blow people's mind, disappear for a year, right? That's what I just did. I disappeared for a year. Not by will, obviously by force and incarceration, but when I was incarcerated, I wasn't in there fucking off, right? I was in there improving myself. That's all I did. Every day was a chance for me to get a new PR, right? Like, my PR and push-ups, okay? I do 1,000 push-ups a day. A lot of people are, holy crap, that's a lot. Well, it only takes me about 45 minutes to do 1,000 push-ups. Why? Because I did it every day for a year. You know what I'm saying? The most push-ups I have ever done is 1,250 push-ups in 60 minutes, which is pretty dang good for somebody who's 40 years old and as out of shape as I am, right? So you're improving quietly with no announcements. You're just transforming. You're just doing the transformation. You're doing it all on your own. You're not announcing it. You're not putting on Insta or TikTok or YouTube or on your Facebook or any of that. You're just doing it for you because that's what really matters at the end of the day anyway. And by the time the time goes by, that month, that 6 months, that year, by the time people do catch on and start seeing your shit, you blow them away because they're just, how did you do this? This come out of nowhere. Well, no, not really. I've been working on it for a year, right? It's old news to you. It's new to them. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this with the quote from Marcus Aurelius, which is, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Right? Tupac once said, "Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting pussy." Right? I don't know if I agree with that. Now, have I gotten revenge in my life? Absolutely. Am I getting revenge right now through my YouTube and through these videos? Absolutely, I am. This is making a lot of people out there feel good, I'm sure. But it's probably equally making a lot of people feel bad because they shit on me or did me wrong in my life. And they shouldn't have. And they're probably right now wishing they could take some stuff back. But that's okay. I forgive everybody. I'm not mad at nobody. Like I said in a previous video, I don't hate anyone. I love everyone. I just love some people more. And that just tends to be the people that are closest to me, i.e. my family. And I have a few close friends, like really close friends, but that's all you need, right? Anyway, I will close this out. I hope that you enjoyed the 5 reasons or the 5 ways that I gave you to try to attain some more personal power and pretty much get more comfortable in your own skin, do some self-improvement and have other people start treating you maybe a little differently or a little better on maybe closer hopefully to what you want to be treated and not to what however they just want to treat you some type of way all the time, because that really stinks, you know what I mean? That happens to me quite a bit. You know, it does happen to me quite a bit. People don't think I can make my own decisions and my own choices just because sometimes I make a bad one. Well, guess what? If out of the year 2024, I made 1,000 good decisions and one bad one that landed me up in jail for a year, that wasn't a wash for the entire year. That was just one mistake that cost me a year. So now I know how to not make that mistake again, right? You got to learn. That's the difference between intelligence and wisdom. Intelligence is figuring things out on your own. That's what I'm doing, okay? Wisdom is watching someone else do it and learning from their mistakes without ever having to go through the experience yourself, okay? The reason that I'm intelligent, my lady, she often tells me this. She goes, "You are the smartest person I know, but you are also the stupidest." And the reason for that is because I don't have anyone blazing the trail for me. I come from nothing. I come from Newcastle, Pennsylvania, the toilet of the earth, right? I grew up on the south side and the east side, both ghetto, both hood, nothing. Literally come up from nothing. I have no one to show me what to do. I'm figuring out on my own. So am I going to look extremely intelligent at times? Absolutely. Definitely. Am I going to look dumb though too? Yes. And that's okay. That's okay. It's all right to make mistakes. The important thing is that you stop making those same mistakes. You keep trying, you keep taking your shot, and you never give up. Don't ever give up. If you have a vision, if you have a focus, if you're focused on something, just stay focused on that. You're gonna fall down, get back up, keep walking. You're gonna fall again, get back up, keep walking. They're gonna laugh, get back up, keep walking. They're gonna make fun of you, get back up, keep walking forward. Always. Shout out to my brother Jay, bro. He's the one that gave me that one. That one has gotten me through a lot of tough times. My brother gave me the advice one time. He said, just no matter what you do, bro, you just keep going forward no matter what. It's working out. Thank God, right? Hey, look, amen. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm going to get this one chopped up, see if I can come up with some good content for you guys. Other than that, I'll probably see you tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. I'm going to try not to be so busy. All right, you guys have a good evening. I'm out of here. Peace.